You know what time it is. It's time for Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, hosted by Tony Breedlove and Yvonne Baker.
You know what I was thinking about? Remember, hey y'all, but remember Blog Talk when we would have Bruno Mars on and we'd be up there getting ourselves all throughout the show? Because I was backstage doing the same thing you were doing, bouncing to the music. So I said, well, let me come on professionally.
Oh my gosh, I'm never professional. You can let that go. Let that go. That train has left the station.
Oh,
hey, okay. Oh wait, I'm trying to see. Look, I'm not even prepared. What's up, sis?
You're never prepared, Tony Breedlove.
No, I'm really not. You know, I still had Candy Crush on my phone.
Hey, what level are you at?
I don't even know. I don't even look at the level anymore.
I'm over the 10,000 mark.
You need a life.
Tell me about it. That's why
you
I do.
Need a life.
That's why I do think of all these sex shows.
I have shit else to do. Nothing. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I'm actually trying to share the show with my page on Facebook so that, you know, the folks that don't want to type in Hot Topics go to the live link.
Tag me on it.
Are you one of them too?
No, well, yeah, probably. See, what had happened was,
of course,
my phone is on charge, and it's over there, and I don't have my Bluetooth, so I lost it, so I got to go buy another Bluetooth. Yeah.
You know what? That's as bad as the dog ate my homework.
You know, that did happen to me, considering we didn't have a dog.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
There's Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, Miss Jacqueline. You can tell that I am not prepared, y'all, so I'm just trying to share the show. Let me see if I'm doing this right.
Yep. Okay, so what I will say while we are waiting for you to share the show. So, and I know you're going to ask me this question. How did I come up with this?
Well, okay, yeah, I was going to ask you that question, but before we do, because based on the title, what's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Based on the title, Curvy or Slim, I want to put the disclosure in the very beginning of the show. We are not fat shaming. By any means, we are not fat shaming, or body shaming is what they call it. So
we
I
are
don't
not
know messages.
We're not in a position to body shame.
Girl.
Yeah, I know. Huh? Hey.
No position whatsoever.
None.
So the rest of the folks don't know how you came up with it, so I'm going to leave it to you.
Well, you don't either, really.
No, I really don't. Yeah, you're right. Because all I got was this video. And
I know.
Like, who the hell is this? And
so I was watching this movie one night, and this fine man was romancing his wife, and they were getting ready to do some things, and she jumped up. She's like, pick me up. And she jumped up on him and he grabbed her. And I'm like, damn, I want somebody to pick me up like that. So
They can, as long as they have on a back brace.
I know.
Oh my God.
That's what I thought. I'm like, shit, he probably break his back.
Yep. Girl, anything trying to pick this up over here. Girl, look, you got to have some insurance, short-term, long-term disability, couple of thousand in the bank.
Couple of thousand. You need a couple of million in the bank because your ass going to be down for a while.
Oh my God.
Oh, but then, so I said, so kind of had forgot about that. So I had, it's just so much can come out of this brain of mine. So I had this thing. I said, okay, I'm going to start trolling somebody's. So I went on to YouTube and I was looking at Steve Harvey, or Shirley Strawberry Letters, and none of them really did anything for me. So I ran across the video that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, it was a comedian, and it said,
is that what he was?
Yeah.
He wasn't funny.
Well, anyway, he gave me the idea because I thought about my thought when I saw that guy, the couple on TV. I'm like, this is it. This is the perfect show topic.
Okay, because the guy in the video, and I wish I had loaded it, but he wasn't funny, so I wasn't going to put our viewers through that. No, I just could not. He was not funny, but what what I was taking from that is that in a lot of ways he was fat shaming, right? Because he had said that he basically had met this person online.
No, it was a blind date.
A blind date.
Yeah, it was a blind date.
Yeah, and then he's waiting for this person, and then finally when she shows up, she's big, like big.
Yes.
But he said he felt that he liked her because she was ashamed to eat. The skinny girls would always order, a salad and eat 2 croutons or something like that, and it's colorful. But I mean, in a way, it was fat shaming. In a way, it wasn't, because it was saying that after, I guess, I'm only assuming that he had dated really small girls, because and when he finally dated or went on this date and met this person, she basically had some of the same ideals that he had, the qualities that he was looking for in a girl and all of that. But doing this show, because I don't want anybody to feel bad, because hell, as we get older, we tend to gain weight. Well, hell, I did. I can't speak of that. I used to be nice and thin.
I guess I was, because hell, I was 10 pounds when I was born, so go figure. I was not going to be twiggy.
But it kind of makes me feel like, because I don't want to have anybody feel uncomfortable, because I think in a lot of ways when we do these kind of shows or other kind of shows, we're talking about things that we can relate to because they happen to us, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I don't want anybody to feel bad either for being thin or for being curvy. And I use the word curvy for that very reason, because I don't believe in, calling another woman fat. I can't do that. I just say we're curvy. And
right.
And sometimes we as Black women, we have those curves naturally. But then over time and with the maturity processes, it starts at puberty. You start to fill out in certain areas. Then as you are starting to go through this stage of life, You start to gain weight more than you would have because your metabolism has slowed down. But I just don't want anybody to feel bad. That's always my worry, to not offend anybody, unless they offend me.
But you know what? I think, like our viewers, I think they are more mature to not be offended, because I mean, it's what we talk about is more true to form. So and some of the things that I will say tonight is something that I've already heard or somebody has told me. So it's not, and I would be the last person in this world to, because I'm curvy. I got curves that shit, I wish I could go and get some of them cut off. But it's not.
Is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But the thing is that, because I know that sometimes we have really fun shows, but this can be fun too, because if there are guys watching, we're going to get to that area of preferences,
Right.
and then we can tell you what the difference of having a little skinny girl versus a curvy girl will do for you, how it will change your life.
So, okay, I have a question.
Oh, shit.
So,
look, as I'm pulling up my drawers.
You know what?
Nothing.
I heard something about your drawers.
They were rolling.
Are you still trying to wear those songs?
They were rolling.
Damn, Tony, keep something to yourself over there.
All right, I'm serious now.
Yes, seriously trying to pull up your drawers.
You know what? And as I said it, after I said it, I became embarrassed. Sometimes I just need to think. I need to think before I say things. I can't help myself.
Your inner voice came out.
Exactly, because it really wasn't meant for anybody else to know. But it just came out. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So the question I was going to ask is, we get politically correct on how we call, we say curvy, but we call the slender women skinny.
They are.
But then wouldn't you think that they would take offense to being called skinny?
They the ones that's eating 2 pieces of lettuce and a crouton.
I was just wondering,
Yeah. But I think all women are beautiful. I do. I think women are beautiful in all shapes, all forms, no matter who you are. I mean, I think women are beautiful. And it not necessarily has to do with, the external, the exterior, what they look like. Because you can have someone who has a dynamite personality that outshines the ones that we call beautiful. And normally in our race, we choose to call those who are beautiful who have that nice little golden brown skin, and they've got the long and wavy hair and all that. I can see the darkest woman that's walking this earth and think, God, she's gorgeous. And it's not that I'm like hitting on her, but I don't mind complimenting another woman because she is a beautiful woman. I don't mind complimenting a woman on whatever she might be wearing, because that can make the difference of how she was feeling before you said it. Because we don't know. We as women, we go through a lot.
We do.
So that's why I think that women are beautiful.
I want to go off topic for just a second. So, it's like, and see, I don't have a problem. If I see a beautiful woman, I will say or think damn, she's beautiful. And it's not that I am into women. It is, I see a person for what they
What
are.
they are.
But do you think that if another woman, a heterosexual woman, complimented another woman, they would take that out of context?
I don't think so. I compliment women all the time. If I feel that, if it just, I like people, if that makes any sense. So, you know me, I'm a chatterbox in a lot of ways. So I'll talk to anybody. I'll speak to anybody. And some days you just, perfect example. So when I was in Texas this past July, me and my mother had gone to, I'm trying to see how this thing is working. Oh, me and my mom had gone to Colleen, and we were leaving Colleen and decided to stop at this store. And I can't remember if it was a Ross or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we were leaving there, and this young lady got out of the car, and she had on, like, one of those little caps, and she had little jeans on, a little t-shirt, little tennis shoes, and she looked like, she just looked cute. And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't necessarily anything that she had on, that kind of like, because my mom had said, "Isn't she cute?" And she turned around and she said, "Who, me?" Like that. And I said, "Yes, you." I said, "You are adorable." And she said, "Oh my God." She said, "I was feeling like crap all week." And she said, "I've been down on myself because of my weight gain." Now, trust me, she was not heavy, wasn't
Right.
curvy. But this is how I know that women go through things, and we get down on ourselves, and it's important that we understand the beauty in ourselves. But she says, "My husband just left me,
Oh wow.
and I don't know why he chose," and she's just telling us all this stuff. "And I don't know why he chose someone else over me." And she says, "I try and take care of myself and keep up." And that just one compliment did something for her. She went into tears. She said, "Because I was
Oh.
feeling horrible about myself, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, I was thinking, how could she think that? Because she's cute as she can be, you know? And then I thought about her probably maybe about a month ago, because I myself was feeling bad about myself, and every now and then as women, I think we need to take the opportunity of complimenting each other. We have to, because we walk around and we think that because we have to take care of the kids and still go to work and take care of the home and the finances and all of this, and mind you, if there's not a man around to help you raise the children, now you're raising the children by yourself. So it's a lot. It is a lot.
It is.
And yeah, but then if you are feeling some kind of way about your body, whether you are on the thin side or on the curvy side, we all have that issue. And a lot of that comes from what we expect for a man to like, instead of doing it for ourselves, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. But Chris
So,
made a comment. Can you put him up? And I think really it's
really,
because
so
it's my
why when
why does
guys
men
say that? Um,
so it's
I'm
like
not sure what shady is.
but it's more like he's saying then why is it when a guy gives a woman a compliment they don't take it as a compliment, they take it as um you know a way of coming on to them, they take it the wrong way, the opposite way.
Well, first of all, I would think that in a lot of ways, if a woman has been getting that for a while, I think that's the one thing that she's going to think. Oh, he just wants this and that from me. You know, what the hell are
There's
you talking about? Okay, I don't know what show you think you're on. This has nothing to do with Kyle Rittenhouse.
yeah, baby, you're on the wrong show.
Yeah, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you're on the wrong show. Um, there's CC,
Hey, CC.
but I think that over a period of time, when a woman starts hearing the same things over and over again, or having the same actions taken, like cat calls. I'll call them cat calls. Um, they start thinking that maybe all they're seeing as is a symbol for sex,
Yes.
or
Yep.
someone wants something from you. But
Yeah.
it would be my advice, if a man compliments you, just take it as what it is. He hasn't said
I
anything.
love it when a man compliments me.
Oh, I
Compliment.
know.
Yeah.
I
Make me,
know.
that makes me feel better than a woman complimenting me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in a lot of ways, like say for instance, when we're out and about, and I'm gonna bounce off of this comment from the CC. Um, a lot of times when a man does not know the mature way of approaching you, especially if he's giving you a compliment, and say for instance you're on the curvy side like me, um, I don't want some man to say, "Hey, what an ass," you know. I, yeah, I'm offended because it's how you approach a woman. And I don't want to sit here and give lessons, but it's how you approach that woman. You could like everything about it. You like seeing her walk away, okay? But you don't have to be,
Vulgar
you know,
about it.
yeah, you don't have to be that. Now, if you are with a man and your man watches you walk away, then that's something different, okay? Because that's something you got going with him. But if it's just someone that you see on the streets, they see you and they come at you wrong, then no, it's not okay. It is not okay. So I'm hoping I'm answering that question for you, Chris. I hope. But my question, well, Chris is the only guy in the room. So my question would be for the men who might be tuned in and not in the chat area is why some men feel it feel that they would prefer this skinny woman over a curvy woman, and why make a curvy woman feel bad about her curves,
Yes.
because that does happen.
It does. I was told on actually a few occasions. So, when you meet somebody and you're talking to them and you ask, you get around and ask them, so what kind of woman is it that you like? And the first thing they say is, I don't want no fat woman. I'm like, fat? What do you mean fat?
What is fat?
To them, it is bigger than them. I mean, there are men that love, big, beautiful women. But I have, and I said, well, I might consider myself, fat. He's like, no, you don't look fat. I said, but you can't tell that on the picture. We've never
Right.
met, so you cannot
Right.
tell from looking at a picture how large or small I am. So then I was talking to this other guy, and he was saying that this woman was kept calling him and calling him. And he said that, and I'm not attracted to her. I'm like, so what makes you not attracted to her? You know, is she ugly? He's like, no, she's not really ugly, but she's bigger than me, and I don't want anybody bigger than me. So, okay, so we met one time, and you think, I mean, just because I may not look as big as you, I might weigh more than you do.
Right.
So, so that's, you know, that was one of my concerns about what is it that make men want a skinny woman over a curvy woman?
Yeah, because the thing is that I mean, if you have the preference of a skinny woman, are you attracted to her because of her body image or her personality? Because you can get along with someone who is on the curvy side, but you don't want to date that woman.
Right.
You keep her in the friend zone.
But see, you know that. Okay, so I can say preferences are with us. We have our preference of what we want in our mates, our significant others. So just like size matters to men, because everything is visual, men are visual creatures. That's just like women are visual, just as visual as men. And there are some women that will not date a curvy guy, and I can't, a big guy, a curvy guy. Or there are some women that will only date men that are over 6 feet tall. So that's why I said that. So everybody's got their own. Everybody, I guess, everybody has got their own. Um, you know, they'll have their own vision of eye candy.
Yeah, yeah. But like for me, because since I mean, hell, you said it. Yeah, I like tall men. I have a preference for tall men who are not thin. I don't, I have a preference for someone who has a little size on it.
Right.
Um, I don't know what that is. I just find that more attractive. Now, do I make excuses for that? No. It's just what I find attractive. But I would never shame anybody for not being what I was expecting them to be.
Well, see, like with me, okay, so my preferences are I do like big men, and I like them tall. But if I find that they have that if I find somebody that's my height and or a little bit taller, I mean they've got to be a little bit taller than me because I can't do, look down. I'm 5'8". I need to be with 5'10". So, but I don't I don't discriminate. Put it that way about that part. I just discriminate a little bit.
I don't know. I'm gonna invite CC in. I'm feeling sick to my stomach. I'll be right. CC, I'm gonna send you the link. I need you to fill in for me 1 second.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just like all of a sudden I feel sick to my stomach. I know. No, don't do that. That ain't happening. That is not happening. CC, relieve me for a minute. But yeah, ugh, yeah. Oh
I
my
thought you was
goodness.
getting a little quiet over there.
Yeah, I'm feeling sick to my stomach. CC, when you can come in, come in. Talk to Yvonne for me. Hurry up. Uh,
Her FCC, she gonna let go in a minute.
I know. Oh,
She got to comb her hair.
You know, and this is why sometimes I hate live stuff.
I know, because see, that's why we need to go back to Blog Talk.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Hello.
Cece.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
everybody. I'm here in my
Thanks, T.
after work attire, so don't mind
Don't
me.
worry about it.
Thanks for filling in for me for a second. I just don't want to get sick
Listen,
on camera.
don't mess around and have no kind of anxiety attack and all kinds of stuff. We need you back here.
Yes, we do. So, Cece, you like big guys. What is it? More pushing for the cushion?
More pushing for the cushion. So I was like that. I was like, you got to be 6 feet tall. You got to be like athletic. And I met this guy before online dating was a thing in the chat room. He lives in New York. I'm from New York. And one weekend he said, "Why don't you?" And he, you know how guys are like, "Oh, send me a picture." And I didn't have any pictures then because then when you had to, get that camera and upload those pictures. So about 2-3 months go by, I sent him a picture, but he never sent me a picture. So I was like, "Well, why don't you send me a picture of yourself?" He had 1,000 excuses. So finally, when the guy sends me a picture, fine. But I could tell from the picture that he was bigger than what I was used to.
Oh gosh.
So I go out there and visit him, and I'm gonna tell you, I'll never go back. Big Daddy
So did you meet? Did you meet? You met him in person.
I met him in person.
So was he?
He was.
How big was he?
He was 290 something pounds.
How tall?
5'3". No, 6'3". I'm sorry, not 5'3". I'm 5'3".
Dang, you short.
Yeah, I'm little.
So all the guys that I meet online, or not meet, but I see online, and they say that they're athletic and they show themselves in a gym. I'm like, no, I can't go
Wait
there.
a minute. Let's talk about the ones that be lying saying they're 6 feet tall when they really 5'9". I'm like, dude,
I know.
you is lying.
But it seems like that's who I attract. Some of them are telling the truth about their height. They're 5'3", and I'm 5'8", and so they'll say I'm 5'3", or I'm 5'5", or I'm 5 whatever under me, but they want to get together, and I cannot do that.
See, I think you have a little bit. It's easy to be taller than me. Everybody's taller than me. So,
Yeah.
If I meet a guy who's not taller than me, it's kind of strange. I don't think I would date them. And unfortunately, you get those little memes like, "Oh, you're missing out on good guys," and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, but, and, I know a lot of guys, nice guys, good guys, and they're, 5'2".
So would you date a 5'2"?
He's gotta have he's gotta have a lot of other stuff going on. Like if he had everything else and he was missing a couple of inches, I might go out with him a time or two. It would. I'm like I said, I'm not very tall, so even if he was 5'2", I'm 5'3".
That's not that big of a
Yeah,
difference.
he put on a pair of Timbs, he might make it.
But yeah, I don't mind dating, and I can't call a man curvy because it's. I don't think that's I guess big guy. I do like big guys. I like them with some meat on their bones, and because it makes me feel like makes me feel more secure, I think.
I think that's one of the things, and that's not just really a preference. I think there's a science behind that women like men that are bigger because it's a thing that makes you feel safe. It's not just like, oh, I really think that there's a science behind that. Even in the animal kingdom, when you see male animals trying to attract women animals, oftentimes they do things to make themselves look bigger. Look at the peacock; he opens up those feathers. So
Right.
that's a scientific thing behind that. And unfortunately, the short guys get the short end of the stick when it comes to that, because a lot of women don't even want to hear what you gotta say.
Yeah, and and it's kind of hard because we only have one man in the in the chat room, and Chris ain't saying too much of anything about his
I know. I
preferences
would like to
on it.
hear from like some shorter guys. And again, I say unfortunate. It's not unfortunate that you're tall, but like I tell my daughter, she was like upset somebody called her ugly, and I was like, first of all, look at your mama, girl. I was like, no, and I was like, people who are ugly or not pleasing to the eye, that is not their fault. That's genetics. You can't do anything about it. The same thing with height. That's genetics, and I say unfortunately because there's nothing you can do about that. But
Right.
I think when those people find their person, they find their like person because they have overlooked all that stuff. I mean, not being 6 feet tall is not a red flag, not at all.
Well, it's like with like I was making reference just now about how Tony will not go out with anyone under 6 feet.
I'm
She
telling you,
will
I
not.
was the same way. And again, I think everything happened. I'm a person who like everything happens for a reason. I met this guy in a chat room that didn't have anything to do with dating, and he was like, "Oh, you from the Bronx?" And then he was like, "Oh, you ever been?" And he started talking to me, unbeknownst that I had already moved out of New York. So as we started talking and talking more, um, and I'm talking about way back when you had to get in AOL chat rooms and like ask somebody to get in a private room with you. And 2, 3 weeks down the line, I mentioned that I live in Boston, and he was like, "Oh, you live in Boston? You can come." So I had already kind of like was digging this guy's personality before I even saw what he looked like. So
Uh-huh.
I think that maybe he knew, and sometimes I always, and I'm gonna ask him the next time I talk to him. I think that he knew that he was on the bigger side, and kind of purposely did it that way. So
Yeah.
I mean, height is one thing. Women can go up and down in size. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can dress differently. You can wear corsets. You could get sick and lose weight. It could be
True.
anything. You can put on weight. Those are things that like they go up and down. So men who say stuff like that, if you marry a thin woman and she gets sick and has to have a certain medication, and this medication makes her gain weight, you divorcing your wife because she's fat?
I don't know, but like I said in the about athletes, when they say they're athletic and they show themselves in the gym, I have to keep going. I can't do. I can't.
I don't want it either because I don't want you calling me up all day. Let's go kayaking. Let's do that. I'm like, I want to take a nap and eat. Let's have brownie. I don't want. I dated a guy like that. Every time I turn around, it's okay to go to the gym 1 or 2 times. I'm in the bed 4 o'clock in the morning. He's doing push-ups. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh God.
What is you doing
No.
down here? It is dark 30.
Yeah, I was talking to this one guy, and every morning he'd say, "I'm going. I'm going to. I get up at 5, and so I can go running."
Yep.
So when I met him, I looked at him. I said, "Well, why are you running?" Because he was this big, and he had a belly. So I'm like, "Okay, well, are you trying to? Is it just for your cardio? Or are you trying to?"
For
He's
your
like, "Well,
heart
I
rate.
lost. Yeah." He said, "I had lost some weight, and I'm trying to build myself back up. And I go to the gym every day, and then I run in the morning." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you gonna run by yourself because I ain't gonna be out there with you."
Yeah, this particular gentleman
Oh my God.
had been in the service and was doing the National Guard, and same thing. He was like, I run 5 miles every morning. I was like, oh, you gotta sleep at your own house because you're not gonna be waking me up at 4:49 in the morning about you going to run. I can't do it.
I
Cannot do it.
I can't either.
Oh,
You
Nope.
feeling
thank you,
better?
Miss Cece. Not really. I don't know
Oh man,
what. Look, now my hair is all out of shape.
did you eat something bad? I don't know.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if Tony is really sick or she slid off to the side for a few minutes. What you got going on
No.
over there?
This is why I can't. This is the part that I don't like live stuff because it's like if you hadn't been there, I don't know what I would have done
Oh
because
man.
it was just like right there, right there. And it was like, oh,
I hope you
yeah.
feel it. That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, but I don't know what, I mean, it's out of nowhere. So, oh,
you ain't pregnant, is you?
That's what I hinted at just now. I'm like, are you oh no,
I had
she
a
just
friend
got
that every time you felt that was the first thing that came out her mouth. You ain't pregnant, is you? Like, listen.
no, child, let me tell you, because if anything comes from this, you know it's coming out old and dusty.
Stop. Just stop.
It's coming old and dusty. And if I had ever found out that that had happened, only me, God, and the clinic will know about it.
Let me tell you, I got a story about that. I used to work at a hospital, and I worked in the radiology section, and they would do the ultrasounds there. So in walks this woman, and you have to verify, and you ask them their birthday. This woman was 50 something years old. She comes in with a gentleman, nice looking guy, and for the first appointment, we always say your husband has to stay out here. Just because, they take you in and they ask you some stuff that you might not, want to share with your spouse.
Right.
Why did the lady say to me, like I said, she was 52 years old. That's not my husband. He's my son. He's 27 and he like black women. Are you single? I was like, I'm not going out with nobody who mama fixing to have a baby.
Are you serious?
I swear to goodness. I was like, ooh.
Wow.
I was like, I cannot.
50?
50
I'm surprised all her parts still work.
And she was nice and pregnant too.
Wow.
Oh, dear God. No.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do if I were to get pregnant. If I could.
Find a clinic that the people don't talk. They all mute.
Yeah. Especially now.
Shit.
But, you got to do something to get pregnant, though.
Yeah, that part. That part right there. That part. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad you're well enough to come back on air.
No, well, I only got 15 minutes. I got to hang in there for 15 minutes. But no, I'm not, because I had Chinese food earlier. So that's why you can't eat everywhere.
That's right. So, Chris, what kind of women do you that you're attracted to? Seriously.
What you like, Chris? Tell us.
You're the only man in the room tonight, so we can pick on you.
I can't believe the rest
Whatever.
of the bravery to come in tonight.
I know, right? I'm not sure what that's about.
I think that's your stalker. Chris is your stalker.
Oh, that's what he like. He like Tony. That's it. He said.
You know what? I was almost gonna tell you. I was almost gonna tell how I met him, but never mind.
Wait a minute now. How you wait till the last 11 minutes of the show to say that and then say never mind?
Because it's the last 11 minutes. That's why.
All right.
Chris said, why not? He said, go ahead, do it.
Okay, so I met Chris. Has to be 20 some years ago. I'm thinking, how long have I been here in Vegas? I've been here for 7 years, 6 years, 7 years. When was I at OCTA? That was in 2000? It was 2000. So yeah, 20 years ago.
So you met him on the job?
He was actually trying to get a contract with the Transit Authority in Orange County. And he ended up getting me on the phone. And I was working in procurement when I first got there. And so I ended up sending him the information on how to secure a contract as a vendor. And I don't know how he said at least 20. Yeah. So I don't know how, but we ended up going out And he was trying to shut up, Cece.
The plot
He
thickens.
was trying to make me remember. He was trying to help me remember because it's been so long ago. And I don't think anything materialized with us. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but I don't think. Shut up, Jacqueline. I don't think it materialized because I was so into career. He was building his business. It was just, I think it was more timing than anything. But really a sweet guy, very handsome. Just didn't work out.
Okay, so he has.
Chris, it sounds like it's time for you to put your proposal together and get that.
Hey, that's what I was just going to say.
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna tell it all because Chris has a girlfriend. So no.
Well, she must not be too much of a girlfriend. He's on the show every Wednesday night.
But he's coming for the conversation.
Huh?
He's coming for the conversation.
He's coming for Tony Breedlove.
I've
No,
said
he's
that
not.
too. Oh, he's just coming over here for the conversation. Come on over here and have a conversation with me, boy. I like it.
Can't stand you, Cece.
I love you too, Tony.
Oh, come on, Jacqueline. It's the truth. I don't have to lie about it. It's the truth.
You're just not telling it all. That's all.
Why wouldn't I? I really enjoy
awesome,
the show,
Chris.
and I like to support anything Black people do. That's
thank you, Chris.
See, he's coming for the show.
Even though you're leaving some things out, thank you.
No, Jacqueline.
Wait a minute. You over there lying by omission?
Yes.
We have got to get this girls wine Zoom thing going because y'all be wanting to know my story, but now I want to know yours.
Well, I don't have a story.
Oh, Yvonne, I'm sure you
Oh,
got
you-
your story. See, you more fucked up than yours. We got to pull Tony's out. Look at her back there.
Yvonne got stories.
I know she does.
Yvonne has stories.
I have. Okay.
Story.
Yep.
But y'all have heard all my stories, so I don't have any more stories.
I don't believe it. I don't.
Stop
believe
it, Chris. So if ever you guys break up, I'm your girl.
Remember, you done said that, and now it's on tape.
It is.
Chris,
It is.
Remember, drop this show down.
We'll always be friends.
But that's not what you
That's not
said.
Chris, drop
I'm
this
doing
show
a
down.
CC.
48
I'm doing a
minutes and
CC.
22 seconds is when she said that.
That's right.
I'm gonna do a
I got your
CC.
back, Chris.
Both of us. We
'Cause
both
he
got
get
your
on
back,
here-
Chris.
he get
No.
on here every week and put his little sauce on that, Tony. I peeped that. He get on here every week.
He don't miss a
He
show.
don't miss a show.
But what did he say? What did he
What-
say? He says, I support Black businesses, anything positive.
Sometimes
Yes.
what they don't say.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride that, Tony.
See, he heard every word you said.
But he understands that we'll always be friends.
Haven't
No
you
matter
had?
what.
You've heard of Friends and Lovers?
Yeah. What they
Yeah,
call
I had a
it? Level
few
friends.
I think they made a song about that.
Now,
Couple
see, now
of them.
y'all getting shit started because now Kim's in on it. You know what? I'm sick of y'all.
She's
And
sick
see,
of
Kim
us.
will be the one that's going to call me. Kim would be the one that calls me and then bites my ear off for an hour, thinking I've done something wrong. That's the way. That's
She's
the way
not
she
done.
does it.
She did say once he and his girlfriend. She did say once he and his girlfriend break up, she's there.
She said, and I quote, "I'm your girl."
That
I want to
down,
be
Chris.
there. I want to be there so that if he needs to talk, I'm there.
and lay his hand on your
Yep.
chest and cry.
Yep. I got. I want to be there.
And see, he's already told you he's over 6 feet.
I
He
know
already
that.
ready. He got the qualifications. She already said, "Oh, he's so kind and handsome." You on the radar, Chris?
And over 6 feet.
What are y'all doing?
And this is the hookup.
No, this ain't no hookup. Oh
Chris,
my God, it's not a
Chris, you
hookup.
still have a girlfriend?
Yes, he does.
See, she know though, so that means she keeping track.
He just told me. He just
Oh,
told
y'all
me.
talk.
Okay.
No, we don't. We talked the night that you were here, when you were here in Vegas. Remember? Stop it, Jacqueline.
She don't look like she remember.
She remembers.
Oh, okay. Yes, he do.
She remembers.
All right, Chris, you off the hook for now.
When you off the hook for now.
Whatever. Is this show over? Shit.
She's trying to rush the little show. You didn't see.
We're not talking about my stuff.
Well, curvy or slim, everybody like, and those things, like I said,
I know,
they
huh,
can be
Kim?
amended.
Right. Because you and Cece, Yvonne and Cece, are saying too much.
Well, it's just.
All I'm saying is remember and write it down so you can come back to it. Should you need the evidence? That's all. I'm taking a page out of Devon's book.
Thank you, Chris. What happened to the topic?
Oh, now you're trying to put us back on topic.
Yeah, they putting us back on topic. Curvy is not. I mean, people are out here doing
thank
things
God
to
it's only 5
adjust
minutes.
their bodies. So that's why we got all these women. Everybody shaped the same now. They like, oh, this is what the men like. Make me look like this. Everybody looks the same.
Everybody looks the same.
Look at
my God.
The young ones, they go out there and they get what they call it, the BBL. Everybody got the same shape. Everybody got the same hairstyle. You are the topic now, Chris. So Jacqueline.
Man, y'all was so quiet in the beginning. Now the last few minutes of the show, here you come.
I know.
I was trying to bring the body image back, and they just rolled over that. They were like, this show is going off the rails.
Exactly. Went off the rails. Oh my God. Well, we only have 4 minutes. That's it. Miss Cece, we're going to be off next week. All the shows are going to be off because of the holiday. However, I got to figure out some time for me, you, and Yvonne to sit and have a conversation on the direction of your show.
All right.
Okay. And so for those who have listened from last week, we're developing a show for Miss Cece. So you guys can stay tuned for that for the first of the year. What are you saying, Chris? It's hard for me. I don't want to read it. It sounds like they have the best internet interest in mine, Tony. I really appreciate that. Yes, they do. But you know what? They nosy ass heifers. That's what they are. They nosy ass.
I'll accept that. I am.
I'll take it. I will take it. And let me
I am.
The people who broadcast the best shows be the nosiest people on TV.
Exactly. I am. I will tell anybody I am nosy, and I'm proud of it.
That's why y'all do what you do.
No.
That's why you do what you do. That's why I do what I do, because I want to know everything. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, how funny. So 2 minutes left. Miss Cece, you got anything you want to say?
No, thank you for having me. I got it right on time because I was trying to get in there and I couldn't get in and all this stuff was going on. So I was, I'm happy to be of service. And I see you guys when you come back in 2 weeks.
Actually, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk next week. I am off all week.
Okay.
So basically, you just kind of have to work around Tony's schedule and see what I don't know what your schedule is going to be,
Um,
Cece.
so I live on a
Or
different
what
time
you,
wave than you are. Like right now, it's 11 o'clock here.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
usually I told Tony I was like, if I ever don't show up for a show, I done fell asleep because I'm up at 5, walking dogs, riding that Peloton, doing all
oh,
this
damn.
stupid. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesdays are not really that good for me, but you guys are behind me, so I might be home by the time you guys get in contact with me. I'm free for
And
the rest
then
of the week.
what you could do is, Yvonne, since you're off next week, if I don't have a break in my schedule next week, because I haven't even looked at my calendar, maybe you and Cece can get together, have a conversation sometime during the week, and
Well,
get
it's going to
some.
be kind of hard if she don't.
Oh, where'd she go?
She left. She bowed out. But so I was thinking, since everybody's off on the weekend, what about next Friday?
Yeah, yeah, we can do that till after the holidays.
And then, yeah, and then that way, because yeah, we'll talk. I'll call you. We'll talk about it.
All right.
Or you call
All
me and
right.
we'll talk about it.
Sounds good. Um, oh, that's sweet. Chris says, "You're the best, CC."
Oh,
She is sweet.
Chris, you are
She really
nice.
is. He is nice. So leave it there.
I wasn't gonna say anything
Oh,
else.
I thought you were leading to something else. Okay.
No.
So, okay. Great show. Thanks, Miss Jacqueline.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
So, as we had mentioned, all the shows are going to be off air next week because of the holidays. People are traveling and trying to get to their destinations to be with family over the Thanksgiving holiday. And it gives us also a break to spend time with our families as well. So we will all be off next week. And you can catch us the following week on the regular nights. Oh, okay.
All right. So
That's it.
thank you all for
So
coming.
wait, wait.
I'm trying to hurry up before you start barfing all over the.
I know. I don't know what's going on. So tomorrow night. Tomorrow night on True Brothers TV, they're going to be speaking of the justice system and the Kyle Rittenhouse uh, trial that's going on right now. As you know, the case is in the hands of the jury. We're working up to the third day that they have been in deliberation. So they're going to be talking about the case for tomorrow night and all the intimate details that go along with this case. So I'm really looking forward to spending some time behind the cameras, producing for them to hear what they've got to say. So the show tomorrow night starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Make sure that you follow them on Facebook or look them up on Facebook to get the link so that you can get on the show live. Also, make sure that you come on back here to Hot Topics Talk Radio in 2 weeks after the Thanksgiving holiday. We got another great show lined up for you. And like I said, we're getting a show together for CC for the first of the year. So we're going to be busy between now and the end of the year, but we're still going to be coming back to you. Our show always starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Follow us on Facebook so you can get notifications of when we're coming on. Feel better. I see you next week. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Are you invited? Is he invited for Thanksgiving dinner?
See, you know what? Chris is a shit starter.
I know he is.
He's a shit starter.
He's a nice shit starter.
Tall shit starter, too. All right. So I'm going to go so I can go get sick again. Oh,
So everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and don't eat too much turkey. No, don't eat too much turkey, and please do not drink and drive because you know this is the season.
Mm-hmm. Want to see y'all around. Want to see
Yes.
you around. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks again for tuning in, and thank you for being the best viewing audience, I think, in the whole wide world. We
Yes.
appreciate your support. We love you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holiday. Feel better, Tony.
Oh, I am.
All right. Bye.